Hi everyone, it's Rebecca from The Healthy Gut, and I'm here to show you how to make a really simple recipe that you can do at home just with a handful of ingredients. So I'll just make sure my audio is coming through loud and clear, that you can hear me. So if you're tuning in and watching me live, give me a thumbs up or pop in the comments below that you can hear me okay. And then I can make sure that my audio is coming through nice and clearly for you. So today's recipe is super simple. So we're going to take some roasted pumpkins, some fresh basil, some roasted macadamia nuts, and we're going to turn it into a dip and serve it with some delicious vegetable crudités. It takes a couple of minutes to put together. It tastes amazing, and you'll be wondering why you've ever bought store-bought dips before, and you won't do it again. And the good thing with this is that you know exactly what's in it as well. All right, well, let's get going. Hopefully we can see my kitchen. There we go. And they can see me as well. All right, so the ingredients that we're going to start off with are, we're going to quickly pulse about half a cup of roasted macadamia nuts. Now, I like to roast my own macadamia nuts. You can buy them pre-roasted, but what I will say about that is that they often use oils that aren't great. So it's super easy to roast your own macadamia nuts at home. You just take raw macadamia nuts, drizzle them with some good quality olive oil or some coconut oil or even some ghee, sprinkle them with some salt, pop them in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes, but do keep an eye on them because they can burn quite quickly. And there you have roasted nuts. So I've roasted these nuts and I've let them cool down. So I'm going to pop them in my food processor. And then I've got about half a bunch of fresh basil, which I've just washed. I'm going to throw it in, stems and all, because there's lots of flavour in them, into my food processor. And then we're just going to give this a really quick blitz to start chopping it up. Now, if you like a chunky dip, then blitz it less. If you like a really smooth and creamy dip, blitz it more. So that's nicely chopped up. The basil and the macadamia nuts are now nicely chopped together. And we're going to add a couple of things to this. I'm going to put in some smoked paprika. I'll put in about half a teaspoon of this. You can add more if you like it. I love smoked paprika. I think it's a great flavour. Now we're going to put our pumpkin in. So I've already roasted up 250 grams raw weight of pumpkin, and I just roasted that and it's now cooled down. I just roasted it into quite large chunks. So we'll pop that in there. Okay, now we want to add some seasonings, so I'll put some black pepper. I like freshly ground black pepper. You can always buy pre-ground, but it just isn't as fresh. I don't think the flavour's as good. And if you get one of these kind of shakers, you can do it instantly. So there's some pepper. Now I'm going to also add the zest of half a lemon, as well as some freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now, if you love lemon, like I love lemon, you'll like to add lots of this in. But if you're someone that finds lemon a bit overpowering, you can omit the zest because that's where a lot of the very strong flavour comes from. Or you might like to just use a little less. Okay, so that's about half the lemon zested. So we'll just scrape that zest. Oh, it smells so wonderful. I just love zesty lemon things. I always have like a zesty lemon cake or anything really. Anything with lemon, I'm just such a fan. I actually entered MasterChef on the second year and got into the top 50, and my dessert was a lemon dessert. That's how much I love lemon. All right, so we've got our lemon zest. I'm just going to cut my lemon in half, and then I'll just squeeze half the lemon. Now, if you squeeze the lemon directly into the bowl, just make sure you capture the pips, because the pips are quite bitter. You don't want to be taking a lovely mouthful of dip and then bite into a sour, bitter pip. Kind of ruins the experience. Okay. So we'll pour that in. We're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, more or less depending on how thick or how kind of loose you want your dip to be. Now you'll notice I haven't put any garlic in there, and you can use a garlic infused olive oil. That's really great if you've got a sensitive tummy. But if you don't have a sensitive tummy and you're used to garlic, by all means you could put maybe half a clove of raw garlic in as well. And now we're going to add some salt. And I'll start off with just a little bit, just a few little sprinkles. I wanted to show you my salt. So I always have a couple of different salts on the go at any one time. I've got a pink Himalayan salt and a white sea salt. Salt that's not iodized is wonderful. It contains so many minerals and amazing nutrients for the body. Particularly when you're not eating a lot of processed food, you can eat salt because you're not getting a lot of salt elsewhere. And processed food is very high in salt. I like to use different salts because it means that I get different properties in every meal. And then I just put it in jars that have come from something else. That's a great way to recycle my jars and also get, you know, different flavors and minerals in my food. Okay, so we're going to start blitzing our dip. You just want to do little short pulses. Now I can see this needs a little bit more olive oil. My pumpkin is quite thirsty for its oil today. And I'll give it a stir. Now you can leave this chunky, you can keep blitzing till it's really smooth. It's really up to you. All right, one more stir, and I can see a big piece of pumpkin that's just not blending. Come on, pumpkin. Get with the program. Okay, just realised I put my serving bowl in the sink, which is not where I need it to be. So we'll just lift my bowl, which for some reason gets really stuck. I have to kind of jimmy it up sometimes, which it doesn't want to do today. I'm going to get a stronger knife. I think it might be time to get a new food processor. This one is obviously on its way out. Oh my gosh, it doesn't want to lift. All right, we'll just work with that. I'll just scoop in from my mixing bowl and then try and figure out why it's so stuck later. So isn't this just the most gorgeous colour? We've got the bright orange of the pumpkin. We've got little dots of green from the basil. It smells so lovely and fresh. It's just amazing. And then I like to give it another little drizzle with some olive oil. And then serve it with a great platter of vegetable crudités. I've got red capsicum, some cucumber, some regular carrot, and then purple carrot as well. And you've just got the colours of the rainbow. So here we have all these lovely different colours, really fresh vibrant dip, as well as our vegetable crudités. It makes for a wonderful, low-carb, healthy, very economical snack that you can eat any time of the day. And it's also great as a meal on its own. It's going to be my lunch today. So there you have it, guys. A super quick, low-carb recipe. This is actually one of the recipes in the meal plan that you get when you sign up to HYPOXI at home. So if you haven't already signed up, you still can. We've got weekly cooking classes, 3 exercise classes a week, plus guest appearances from some of our other amazing people from the HYPOXI network. And we're all here to support you as we go through these strange and peculiar times with home isolation. It's a one-off fee of $49, so it's great value. You only pay once, and there's at least 4 weeks of program content available to you, but there'll probably be more, let's be honest. So I'll make sure I put the link in after today's class, and I'd love to see you there. If you've got any questions about HYPOXI at home, by all means, pop them in the comments below, and myself or one of the HYPOXI at home team will come and answer them. So I'm Rebecca from The Healthy Gut, and I am really glad to have been able to share my low-carb pumpkin dip recipe with you today. I'm doing these cooking classes every single week, and next week I'll be sharing a Anzac Day biscuit recipe with you. So come over and join us at HYPOXI at home. It's really good to see you guys, and I'll see you again next time.